Hey guys, so what's up? It's Zim. So today I thought I'd do a Meet My Heroes edition for Fire Emblem Heroes. I've been getting a little bit of a request to do this video and basically like who my favorite heroes are, everyone in my barracks, and who I decide to invest in, who I actually use, and who I built up, things like that. I thought it'd be interesting to kind of see. So let's just go through here. If I go to interact with my allies, in my catalog of heroes, I have 318 heroes out of 452. So obviously I do not have all of them. I have some, I have more than half of them. In my hero merit list, I did auto battle a lot back when the limit was 5,000. So I have a ton of heroes at 5,000, mainly for the feather intake that it used to be back then. I've been playing a lot more casually nowadays, like not having the game open every single second of every day, so it's definitely a factor. So let me just go to one of my teams, and then I'll go to edit teams, and maybe this would be a good way to see it. So first up top, I kind of have my heroes that are plus 10, so I have Tiki, Tharja, Cordelia, Naui, Reinhardt. Obviously Reinhardt, he helps me clear so much content. Marth, though, he's my heroic Grail hero that I decided to build up. So he's at 40 plus 10. He has Ardent Service. I gave him a plus speed on that one. I gave him Fury 3, Desperation 3. I've been thinking if I want to give him Distant Counter, mainly for just the fun aspect, but his res and his defense is pretty high, but his res isn't that awesome, especially if I take like Fury out. But I don't know yet, and I have this thing where I don't always invest in the heroes because I don't want to put this thing counter on this person in case I need this thing counter later and all this other stuff. So I'm sure I'm not the only one who goes through that. I don't always want to merge very like prime skills. So I have Nino and Tharja I built up since the very beginning. I have George. George was actually my first 5-star hero, which is why I built him up. He's not like the awesomest, but he's definitely great, and he kills things amazingly now. And when that Parthia, like, what was it, when it came out that it was going to get, what is the word? When it was going to get upgraded, basically, and he was going to get his own special skill on it, of course I jumped on the wagon. Ares is pretty new. I haven't fully built him up yet, but I had the characters for him, so he's at plus 9 right now. Then I have Xander. Xander, of course I built him up. I loved him in Fates. Mir, she's actually one of the ones that I don't actually have to promote, and I just ended up getting so many copies of her that I ended up trying to merge her. Very cute. Everybody knows from one of my videos that he just kept coming home, so obviously I had to merge him. I didn't really get a chance to, fully invest in him yet, but he's merged, and he is going to be amazing. With his low speed, he can conquer anything. I have Reinhardt here. He's also at plus 3. He just kept coming home, and I'm just like, you know what? You're an amazing character. I'm just going to try to merge you. For Lynn, I'm surprised I don't have more of her. With how many banners that she's been on, I only have her at plus 3, and I think that's a little silly. I have her at plus speed, so I might get rid of the Brave Bow and give her the bow that FEH has. I forgot the name of it. I think that's the bow that FEH has. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking of getting rid of her bow or even giving her her other bow back. So I have Maliger on here, so maybe that. I'm not entirely sure yet. Obviously, I don't build up all my characters to that a certain extent. I'm still kind of like lowly invest in my characters, or kind of mid-level invest in my characters. I don't fully invest in anyone. The one I only fully invested in, I would say, is Mir, just because I gave her Distant Counter, and that's very rare for me to try to give a character that. That being said, she's plus defense, and she's awesome. She kills everything. Let's keep going. So we have Marth, she was free. Olivia, I thought about plus 10ing her. I definitely have the copies to do that, but then I thought about it and I'm like, she can be 4-star and plus 10 and just as good, so I'm still debating on it. I have the 2 Ikes here. I believe they're both at like plus 1 or something like that. Yeah, so they're both at plus 1. I just like Ike so much, I'm like, I have to. Camus, there was a time where there was only 2 copies of him, and I haven't moved past that point. Owen, I got her really early on the Reinhardt banner, that first came out when the game first launched, like around that time. And I got like 2 copies of her, luckily enough, and she carried me through because I could not get Reinhardt for some reason, and she carried me through so much of the content in early game. Alright, so let's go ahead. I have Alphonse, Lemontaine, let's see. Let me go through and see if there's any characters I love using. Well, Ira, she's awesome. Okay, Roy, I love using him. He has like HM 6000, okay? He has so much hero merit. He's like one of my favorite characters to use. And he's minus attack, and he's awesome. He like destroys everything. I have Carla, I just got her. She's kind of new. I see HM0, I didn't use her at all yet. So, Lucina's pretty awesome. She's plus attack. Oh, and Ellawood. Oh, this Ellawood is so awesome. So I used him a lot. This Oldward was always also minus attack, but I used him quite a bit also. I think he's pretty good. As for cavalry, swords, let me see anybody else that I use a lot. Oh, Chrome. Love Chrome. Awesome. Kills everything. And I'm looking for somebody. Where is he? Oh yeah, so Eldigan. He also, I got him really early on a couple years ago, and I used him a lot. So here, going on, I have a plus attack Keaton. He's at 5,000 because I auto-battled him. To Barnes, pretty awesome. We have the other mirror. I don't use Armored as much as I would like. Okay, except this Winter Sergeant. I use her so much. She helps me clear so much in-game content. She's just so powerful, and just attack her, and then she'll just kill you, and you're done. And that's it for Reds, I guess. Yeah, Halloween Nowie's pretty awesome. And Micaiah. So I like dancer units a lot. Let's go ahead, go on. So Blue. Robin, I got her early on. She's pretty powerful. Not the best unit, I would say. I remember Zora, I wanted her really early on, and then I never got her till later. So the Blue dancer I actually used for a lot of in-game content was, where is she? Ninian. Yeah. So I have Ninian +2. I got her earlier on in the game, and she's semi-invested in. So she carried me through a lot. So going back to Blues. This Ellawood, like, so awesome. Okay, I'm just an Ellawood fan, so here we go. I have a lot of Hardens. I keep saying I'm going to use him for Bold Fighter and everything else, but I just can't bring myself to, you know, like, give him up for something else. But I have a couple of them. So the way my Barracks works is I have high levels, and then, like, my +10s and things like that. Then it's sorted by red, blue, green, colorless, and then I have all my level 0 characters, or characters that I don't use at all. Ephraim is awesome. I have 2 of him. I just can't decide which one I want to give up. Yeah, so Dimitri, I use Dimitri a lot. And in terms of flyers, I only use Cordelia a lot. Tana's pretty awesome. And also Elincia. So red Elincia is pretty good. So this one. I used her quite a bit when I first got her. She's pretty awesome. She could, like, they helped me clear that level 10 stature, what is it called? Why am I blanking so much today? Stratum. Okay, there we go. So they helped me clear a lot of those flying stratums. Let's see what else. Let me keep these guys up here so you can see them. Yeah, that's it for Blues, I guess. Yeah, so here we go. Going back up. Okay, so Blues. Any blue magic users I use a lot? No, not really. Except maybe this Ninian. I think she's pretty powerful, pretty awesome. Oh, and Ishtar. She's just so fun to use. She kills it. She's just awesome. Wedding Sheeta. I had her really early on in the wedding banners that first came out. And I just pair her with Marth, Wedding Marth, which I have him at +10. And I just think it makes him happy. So there you go. There's that. Let's go. Oh, and of course you can't forget about Camilla. She's pretty fun to use as well. Okay, let's go on to greens. Oh no. Oh, sorry. That's my alarm. I don't know why I said alarm, but okay. Let's go on to greens. I don't use any of these characters a lot. Oh, except Easter Chrome, of course. I have 2 of him, and his Carrot Axe when he first came out is just like fabulous. He just went through so many auto battles. I use Edelgard a lot, and of course Azora. I use her for everything. Her, Reinhardt, Lynn, and maybe another dancer, and they just kill all the content for me, especially if I'm too lazy to actually play the game like in a fun way. they just help me clear it real fast. I have these 2 Hectors here. I have a couple more, I believe, but these are the ones I got to level 40, so I get every single Hector. As I say, I'm not a big fan of playing like armored units. This Azor is okay to play with. Yeah, I feel like I always try to go for green units, but now that I'm looking at them, I don't actually have that many. So that's interesting. Very eye-opening. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this Micaiah is awesome. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to colorless. Leanne, I love Leanne and Ryson. They're awesome. Or Rayson, they're awesome. This Corrin, for some reason, she kills everything, and I really didn't expect her to. And she's barely invested in, but for some reason, like, she's just amazing. Like, so powerful, so strong. This oh my god, he one-shots everything, just kills everything, and he's plus speed, so that probably has to do with it, but he's amazingly amazing. Bridal Cordelia, I got her way later on, after like a bunch of other colorless archers finally started to be able to compete with her. Regardless though, she's still a pretty powerful unit, just very weak, so it's like if you auto battle with her, she's done, like she's gone, she's a glass canyon. Takumi, this is the free Takumi. I was really glad to get him. He's really fun to play with. My favorite characters to play with are like distant counter, close counter units because it's just so fun. Hanoka, she kills a lot too, but mainly I feel like in game she's the one that kills me, and I don't use her to kill a lot of things. Like if I bring armor, like for some reason, like the random generator is just like, oh, here's the Hanoka, she's gonna kill your armor units. So there's always that. Kagero, she was actually one of the first 4-star units I promoted into a 5-star. So this was back before I really knew too much about IDs and things like that. Regardless, she carried me through a lot in the very beginning. Claude, of course I have Claude. He's really fun to use. And Mercedes, I recently promoted her from a 4-star just because I wanted a 5-star version of her. Bruno kills everything. Okay, here we go. My favorite units are my healer units. They're just so awesome. Auto battle kills it. Like all these runs where you need to go through like multiple maps, they kill it. Okay, so Lynn, my 2 bridal Lynns, I've had them forever. And I don't want to merge them. I don't know why. I just really don't. I just like them that much. Loki's fun. Here we go. We have Makoto. She's really good to use. I love all my healer units. Bruno, he doesn't die. Like, you try to kill him, he doesn't die. He'll just stay and then heal someone else, and he'll get healed in the process. Veronica, she's just kills everything. Levantine, I don't use her as much. Let's see. Jenny's good. Ethlyn's good. Okay. Elise, she is just the prime unit to, like, the prime healer unit to probably plus 10 in the beginning. But I got her, like, really late on. Shurum's good. Mia's fun to use. Sakura, okay. Camilla is good. Camilla's really good for some reason. Like, sometimes, like, you'll just be playing and you don't pay attention to, like, every single skill of every single character. You just know that, like, when you use them, like, they're, like, primo. We have Jenny, the original Jenny. She's at level 36. Okay, so now I have these 2. They're not at 40. So usually all my characters are at 40 or, like, 1. So this Jenny and this Sonaki isn't. The Sonaki is also merged, so I have her at plus 1. Mainly because she doesn't have any skills that are, like, you know, inheritable that are really good, so I just merged her for fun. So here are my extras. So here starts my extras. I have Fallen Celica, Chrome. So I have another Chrome, another Alencia. Just these characters that you see here, they're just characters that I'm not sure, like, I want to give up yet, or I'm not sure if the skill should be going to this character, whereas it could go to another character. And I'm also very hesitant sometimes because I'm not a big arena player, so I don't want to invest in a character that already has like 5,000 hero merit, because then what am I really using them for, aside from just playing, but it's like no purpose. I don't know, it sounds kind of bad, but it's fine. I like playing with Xander a lot too. He's very powerful. The one I have up there I think is also plus defense. And yeah, so extra Hectors in case I ever need them. I might end up merging Kana one of these days because I have a lot of her. And Jenny in case anybody ever needs Raffle Staff or anything like that. I'm also thinking of building up Jacob because I have so many Hardens. I think I might be able to get a really good bold fighter set going for him. Okay, so now going on to my 4-star plus 10s and the like. So I have them at Marth, Erica, and I think these characters are fine at 4 stars. They have pretty good stats. So Donald, Gwendolyn, and some of the free-to-play guides, when they use them and I use these characters, they work pretty well too. Even though they're merged, like they function the same because they have the same skills and stuff. So Shershi, I got her at plus attack, and she's pretty powerful for what she is. She has like Brave Axe, so I might end up giving like some 5-star weapons to these guys. But the problem is, like I said, it's like I'm so hesitant because I'm like, I don't want to give up a 5-star just to give these people a weapon. So I have Soren. Soren's been great because I think he's been in 2 Tempest Trials already, and he's great at auto battling. So I don't know, I've been able to use him quite a bit. Alexis, and yeah, all the way down to Effie. I do have Effie at 5 stars too, so I'm like, sometimes I'm hesitant to merge this one. But yeah, that's about it. And the rest of these are just 4 stars, and then I have some combat manuals here or there. So if you guys want to see my combat manuals, let me see, how do I view them? Okay, your manuals. So I do have a lot of characters here, a lot of 4 stars waiting to be merged. Like I have like 8 Jagans, and it's just like, or Jagans. But yeah, here it is. Here it is, all these combat manuals I have. I do have to kind of fix my barracks a little bit because I feel like I have more that I can make. But yeah, these are all these spare skills that I have. But that's about it. Yeah, that's about it for all of my heroes. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and let me know your thoughts. I'm not too big of like a fully investment player, so I do like hearing the thoughts here and there about how you guys would use the heroes, and it does give me ideas every once in a while. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye!